Yeah, we're rolling. This is part two.
Part two.
Part two of On the Road Again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway.
We're the best
We're
of
the
friends.
best of friends. We're something
going my way.
And my
know
way.
Something
On the road again. Yeah. Or parked in the middle of the dark again. Let's give hints. Let's give hints. We'll definitely go back to Long Beach, but if we're gonna do a hint, we are near another beach. About
in a very expensive neighborhood.
In a very not a neighborhood really.
A very expensive city.
We're in a cove.
And it's an artistic city. It's literally an artistic fucking community.
We're in a cove.
Yes, we're in a cove.
We're technically in a cove. And I imagine because we're not running through any compressors or gates, because on that I have gates and compressors. They're getting all the cars.
Yeah, you can hear all the stuff going by us.
So it's a cove, yet there's...
A cove with a major fucking U.S.
It'd be fun
California highway going through it.
It'd be fun to do is for us to do a live podcast.
But beforehand, you leave, like weeks beforehand, you leave...
Well, during the cast. Oh, that'd be interesting. Yeah. We leave hints to where we're going to be.
Yeah, and every other podcast beforehand. And then if whoever figures it out gets to be on the podcast.
And we'll do like major party, which means we'll pay for all the booze and the fun. And
if it ends up just being me and you, then we get all the booze to ourselves.
Yeah. And people are like, look, I don't give a fuck.
You gave up on the microphone. I'm holding it still.
No, I still like the idea of the microphone. I still like it. It still works. I just wanted to feel what it was like. I wanted to feel if I stopped
being you,
being me. Yeah, there's something about the microphone itself.
Nah, we can put them down.
No, I don't want to. No, I like it. No, I like it.
Me too.
Yeah, I like it. Plus, I like the new covers I got. They're nice and tight.
I know that whoever's listening to this is going, what the fuck are they talking about? Guys, we're podcasting off of the phone.
We're doing straight DIY iPhone cast.
Yeah.
Because we're remotely doing it. And all batteries are dying.
Batteries are dying.
Computer batteries are dying.
But we're still holding our microphones because it makes us feel safe and secure.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. We're boozing. Let's do shots, man. Let's do a couple shots.
I'm in for that.
Pour them up.
All
Let's go.
I see. I go, all right, in the microphone.
Yeah, why not?
I'm so used to it.
Well, it's the same thing because we're not using headphones. So we wouldn't be able to hear ourselves anyways. We're just trusting.
I think we're running out of liquor now.
Are we running out of booze? Because that's a problem. That's a major problem.
We are, because we only packed the equivalent of one.
Hey, can I get back to talking about where comedians need to shut up about?
Music? Yeah.
Yeah, comedians, stop talking about music.
You know what?
You don't know shit.
Girls,
you don't.
Female comedians, stop talking about your vagina all the time.
Hey, female comedians, you're all terrible.
No, they're not all terrible.
No, you know what's funny is you go, female comedians are not terrible, and then you name one. That's good.
Just saying, stop talking about your vaginas all the time. There's other topics that we have.
No, here's what's happening.
All right.
Here's what's happening. Female comedians are trying to be like one of the boys. And what guys do, we talk about our dicks all the time. Right? Oh my God, we're running low on booze.
We're running out of booze.
Running low on booze. Running low on booze.
I'll take the scotch. You get the Irish.
Yeah.
There's only a little bit left of that too.
So, one of my buddies brought a chick to the show at Alex's. Not when we were playing, but we went to go see Strung Out. Okay. And anyways, the whole night she was a nice person. She was cool, but the whole night she was talking about how she's one of the guys, right?
Okay.
And so we're talking, boozing, we're all drinking, we're having fun, and near the end of the night, she started to break into how in her old relationship she was abused. And I go,
and that's what makes her not one of the guys.
And then I go, well, what I say immediately, I go, every girl has to bring that up at once, and then, and then she goes, what? And it shut her up. She just goes, what? She was so taken aback on that. And I go, now, were you abused like he hit you, or he was just kind of a dick and you could have left, right? And then she started to tear up and cry, right? And I go, not one of the guys. I was like,
but now you just fucked up your homeboy from getting head.
No, well, I apologize. No, I actually started to make it better. I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I started to be like, look, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of things. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel bad about it. I was just trying to get to the bottom about it. And then I called my boy the day after. I was like, sorry about that one, bro. Like, and he goes, no, I told her. I go, look, that's just how you are, man. I told her it's cool. I go, okay. I thought she was one of the guys. By the way, we're buying all the booze.
She didn't pitch in?
Not one of the guys.
I can't.
To be honest, I think she actually did. In all fairness, I think she tried to pick it up, and we were like, nah, we got it. I think she tried to pick it up.
You can't do that. If the girl wants to be part of one of the guys.
I won't say that. I'll pass.
You'll let me pick up a tab.
Well, you're my girlfriend. It's different.
Yeah, true, but
I'm just saying,
since the beginning of us together.
But by the way, girls, you're not one of the guys, and it's okay.
True.
By the way, it's okay that you're not one of the guys.
Listen, we got tits and ass, and we don't dress in high heels to be one of the guys.
A lot of girls like to be like, "Oh, I'm like one of the guys." It'll never happen. You're not one of the guys, and it's okay. We don't hate or like you. Like.
Now you can have guy friends that you feel like you're gonna bro out with them about things that you have in common.
Yeah, I've heard the bro out before, but that's also impossible.
But you will always be, even if they are not physically attracted to you, they will treat you like now you're their little sister and they have to protect you.
You're the sister.
So it's
right.
one thing or another. You are always a female to them. And that's fine. Own being a female.
And we're always a guy.
Like if you're actually able to have a guy friend, because that's a very fucking few and far between kind of thing.
Yeah.
To have somebody that will literally go, no, I can't see her in any other way besides. And it's always been with me with my very, very few and far between guy friends. They go, no, you're my sister. You're somebody who's a sister to me. And I've known you since we were in the 5th grade. And I've got guy friends that know we were children taking baths together because our parents were best friends. So,
yeah, that would be weird to me. Even to me, like if I had a female friend that I grew up with, and she turned out to be hot, I would not want to have sex with her. I think that'd be that would be a problem.
I've got one of those that they've got pictures of me, the brother, his sister, and my brother all in the bathtub together. Yeah,
but I mean, what I'm saying, not one of the guys.
No, never one of the guys.
Every time a girl has tried to be one of the guys, it turns out at the end, because there's something in my head that clicks that goes, okay, I gotta push this.
You can be the girl that all the guys actually enjoy you being around because you're not a problem.
Yeah, don't be a problem.
And
by the way, keep your abusive relationships to yourself.
Yeah,
nothing kills a moment more.
So you go, save that for your girlfriends.
Or save it for.
It sucks to say that.
Well, no, save it for not fun time. Save it for when you're at lunch or whatever the fuck.
Save it for when you.
But if we're partying and drinking, and all of a sudden you start bringing up your abusive relationship, we're like, and then you think I'm going to be like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I go, every girl says that.
The thing is, save it for the person that you're close to in that whole situation.
And I'm like,
intimate moment.
And I go, abusive. Does that mean verbally, or did he actually hit you? Now, hit you. Okay, abusive.
That guy's abusive.
Piece of shit. Was he a little bit of a prick and he could have just left? Then all right.
Thing is, a lot of girls have got an issue even with that because they got self-esteem stuff. They go, oh, nobody's gonna ever love me. That's a whole different fucking thing. That's a whole different ball game, and you don't bring that into a new.
Don't bring it into where we're.
Don't bring it into a new conversation. You just met somebody.
Yeah, I just met you. Yeah. Leave that for the 3rd time I met you.
Leave it for when you actually care.
Yeah, like Jesus Christ, But I mean, we were all partying and drinking and having fun. But if you bring it up, it's cool. And if someone busts you on it, and you start crying, not one of the guys.
The thing is, though, too,
not one of the guys.
Like, there are times for things. Times for things.
Yeah.
Definitely not a time for things. Oh no, that was perfect.
Are you hearing those farting?
Yeah.
They're farting.
These dogs are farting like motherfuckers, guys.
Dogs are farting. Farting, peeing, all of it.
Ian gave them brand new treats, so it's gonna be
an
RV full of farts.
They got new duck treats.
Here, cheers.
Cheers, baby. Down the hatch. Here's to not being one of the guys.
I'm glad I'm not one of the guys. I'm glad that I have got friends that see me as a sister.
You're definitely close. I mean, you're close to being one of the guys. You know, like if you were to be like, I'm one of the guys. I would have to go, no, you're not, but I like having you as a friend. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I would like to think that I'm one of the girls that can hang with the guys because I don't start talking about my abusive relationships.
There's so many of these girls, man. It's like, first order of business. I was raped. Jesus Christ.
Like you and I, before
God.
we ever started dating, I mean, we first met podcasting.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
And before all of that, and then you asked me to be in your band, and we would still drink and have fun and hang out.
Yeah.
Was I ever that girl that said, "Oh my God," or I'd come over like, "I'm so tired."
No.
My boyfriend.
No, you would never do that.
Right?
You would definitely.
On top of that, you knew my boyfriend, so I'm not going to talk shit about him.
You would definitely skip some practices that I knew was because of your relationship with your boyfriend.
Also.
Which, again, not one of the guys.
Also, there was issues in that whole sense,
because
too. There was issues in that sense because
if a guy misses a practice because of his girlfriend, I go, you fucking fruit.
Yeah.
Man up, bitch. If a girl misses a practice, you go, well, she's dealing with some problems.
Yeah,
you know?
But his problem was the fact that you and I would hang out and we're close.
I understand. I can understand. And it turns out we did hook up.
Yeah, it turns out we've been in a relationship for
but I
almost 7
understand.
years.
And look, let the record show we were not hooking up.
Ever.
Until we were single together. That is a fact.
And it was never premeditated.
It was not premeditated. Let the record show.
People who will be like, yeah.
Let the record show.
Yes, I know we started dating very soon after both of us became newly single. It was still not premeditated or planned at all. It just happened.
It seems soon, but technically it wasn't that soon.
I
had a good year. I had almost a year single.
For me, it was a week and a half.
Okay. Well, I had a good year. Your boy was slanging D around Hollywood.
Well, lucky girls.
Actually, I guess I would.
But wasn't there also that time that was also one of the times that you went celibate?
Yeah, I went celibate. Your boy went celibate. I should do a whole cast on what it's like to go celibate because I did it.
For how long?
Also, realistically, I think I say 5 months, but realistically it was 4.
Okay.
I think, but no masturbation either, by the way.
That's pretty hard.
You know what I'm saying?
That's even hard for me, and I'm a girl.
Yeah,
We have different sex drives.
And I'm being honest with you. No masturbation, no sex, and I straight had to do I had to tell every girl that I was seeing kind of at the time, like, hey, so I'm going celibate. And this is a real reaction. Are you fucking kidding me? And I go, yeah, I'm going celibate. You going crazy? I go, no, I just want to.
You're like, sex is too much.
I just want a clean slate. I'm not even saying sex is too much. I'm saying I felt that there was some sort of issue going on. I felt an issue.
Okay.
You feel me? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
just whatever, the sex on the brain or whatever.
Okay, so did any of them hang in?
No. Everybody left me.
What if?
Every single girl left me.
What if?
Even my bartenders.
What if one of those girls hung in?
No, they weren't for me anyway.
I'm saying, but what if? Okay, so say if you and I were dating at that time, and I go, okay.
I wouldn't expect you to hang in. But we weren't like a thing. We were just.
No, we weren't.
No, not me and you. Like whatever these broads were.
You and these girls.
We were just seeing each other.
You're fuck buddies.
I guess so. We just call it, whatever.
You're just fucking.
Or we drink and we party. You know what I mean? But eventually it would turn into some sort of sexual encounter. But also, even I had girls that were working for me that I'd never had sex with. The moment I said I'm going celibate, they were out cold, man. They all of a sudden done showing up to fucking bartend. Later.
No way I'm getting laid now.
Yep, and I said I'm done with relationships. I'm done with fucking. And then I finally decided to masturbate.
Oh, that must have been a messed up room after that.
It was so good. I felt it from my toes.
Did you put the Did you light candles?
Nope, I went in the bathroom and just have at myself. I just, you know what I mean? I choked the shit out. No, I'm just kidding. I choked myself. Oh no! Oh no! You're all gonna hear that. Are we back? Sorry, guys. That I got crazy. I was trying to make a dumb joke and I knocked it off the table.
Well, he went at himself.
I went at myself. I've had at myself. Imagine that if you didn't masturbate for 4 months.
I'm a girl. It's different.
And you finally got at it.
Again, I'm a girl. It's different.
Okay.
Okay. With women, we can compartmentalize our things. I've had months on end where I haven't touched myself or had sex.
Okay.
No, not true. Ever since I started having sex, I have had sex at least once a month.
Okay.
But that's only because I start feeling like I'm a real piece of shit, and it's a whole mental situation.
I feel it. I feel that. I understand.
Yeah, I feel gross and ugly, and I hate myself.
I understand what you're saying. And I think there may have been a little bit of that. That's why I bailed from it. I'm starting to see.
Starting to feel ugly. Not wanted.
Well, not
appreciated.
For one, not productive. For one thing was my business was going pretty well. So, because my business always goes good when I'm single. So my business goes good. It's starting to go good. But I'm hungover all the time. You know what I'm saying? I can't get these girls to go home. That's a problem.
What are you doing with me then? Once you had me, I never left.
Well, you. I think to be honest, to be perfectly honest, is I think it's important for me to have a girl that I vibe with. You know what I mean? If not, I'm running amok.
Dude, I agree with that.
I'm not even saying I'm running a sexual muck. I'm running.
Nope. I completely agree with that. My friends like me better when I have somebody that I vibe with and I'm attached to, because when I am single, apparently I'm an asshole.
I may be also an asshole. I conjure up events and parties and business plans and whatever the fuck I start conjuring up. I make
really bad money decisions.
Yep, I get into things.
Yep.
And maybe, so maybe I need you to waste my time.
I've been told that I'm an ugly person when I'm single.
Jesus. Ugly?
That I'm an ugly person.
Who's that? A man? Did a man say
that?
A woman?
These
are jealous fucking cut bitch?
These are friends of mine. Have told me.
Which friend? Because you got to get rid of that friend.
No. Still close friends. That I'm just not a good person when I'm single because I'm selfishly thinking I am not... I'm not doing things for the greater good.
Well, here's what does happen, and this isn't what happens in my case, but
I tend to agree with them because I look back on that shit and I go, "Ooh, I was being a real piece of shit."
Okay, here's what happens. This doesn't happen in my case, but in a lot of people's case, maybe in your case, is to where you break up, and you need to get back at this person somehow, or you need to validate yourself or something, and you're banging just shit bags, you're banging around, or you're doing stuff, and then you're talking about it, you're being verbal about it, and you're getting into arguments,
you're just making yourself look like not.
My boys will do that shit too. They start being this fucking
we become douchebags.
over douchebag. Like, I fucked this chick the other day, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Who is this guy?
Yeah, exactly.
That's not you.
Exactly. And so that was my homegirls telling me, "Oh, you're becoming kind of."
Look at all these girls I'm swiping on or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're doing that because you're hurt from.
Yeah.
And I get it.
You're making up that pain.
And I don't think I've had that because to be honest, I don't have pain from breakups. If I'm being completely honest, I have major relief, but I think I'm a natural nutcase, so I'm naturally. Did you go down the wrong tube? You tried to hold it? You tried to hold it for my conversation?
Jen, I'm sorry, baby.
You tried to hold it because I was making a point?
I really tried. I'm sorry.
Did you go down the wrong tube?
It was a whole shot of scotch down the wrong tube.
Is that that's scotch that I took a shot at? Right?
No, you had the last of the Irish whiskey. Now we're stuck with just scotch. I'm sorry.
Did you shoot it or did you try to sip it?
No, it was just it was the last sip and it just went down the wrong pipe.
I hate that. With alcohol is the worst when it goes down the wrong pipe.
It's burning my esophagus
Isn't it the worst
right now. It doesn't feel good at all.
I almost did that at the fucking show the other day when I was down in tall cans.
Hey guys, I'm in tears right now. But baby, to be honest, I was an asshole during that time.
Okay.
I know I was.
Okay.
And I had to have my true friends were the ones that were telling me I was being a fucking asshole.
All right, I believe you.
Because if you have friends that don't...
Is it because of being hurt from your previous relationship or trying to prove something to yourself?
It's because in that relationship, I felt very unsexual and very unvalidated. Like it was... I was not desired.
Okay, you know what? There's something there.
And for me, like, you know me, I am a sexual person. Every day, I'm a gropey, I'm a kissy, I'm a...
You know, most people
flashy.
are until they get fucked up in life, right? Think about that. You know, people that aren't sexual at all, like they don't give a fuck.
And they're fucked. That means that they...
It means at some point in their life...
something fucking horrible has
something in
happened.
their life fucked them up to where they don't give a... They don't want to be... sexually intimate with a person.
Yeah. Either that or both of you guys just really lost your swagger. And, to that, I say the couple that works out together always wants to have sex together.
I agree with that. But I think the same thing where if once you stop wanting to fuck each other, there's I get life gets in the way and things like that get in the way.
Yeah.
But I do feel it definitely is like when you start not finding each other attractive anymore, I definitely feel that there's a previous situation, not even just in the relationship, but there's more of a thing rather than just her getting fat or him getting a beer gut or whatever. I think there's more to that.
There's definitely more.
But
to that.
you know people that have zero. They don't want to have sex. They really don't want to have sex with anybody ever.
Yeah, but I do. I know people like that lost their virginity when they were in their 50s and still go...
Lost their virginity in their 50s?
Yeah.
Whoa. That's past 40-year-old virgin status.
Well, also, on the spectrum, high functioning, things are more important to them.
I understand.
Things stimulate them more than
male
sex
or female?
does. Male.
How do you not fall into some pussy at least once in your life?
We did. And that person that he had sex with, he got married to.
Under 50 years?
No,
he didn't fall into any pussy? Now, are we talking handy?
No,
are we talking mouth? What are we talking?
He had some of those, but just had no interest in it.
There's some handies, there's some mouth?
Yeah. Had no interest in it.
He had no interest in the mouth.
This is a good person, too. Don't get me wrong, guys. Like, this person... and.
Most of them, they're pretty good people.
He's a very.
Are we talking autistic?
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't count.
Yep, a genius though, a fucking genius, like a programming genius, has built most. Like, been
I think we throw around
been
the
a part
genius
of been a part of all the
much.
teams of the technology that we work with today.
Well, you can't be that much of a genius. You
Millionaire.
can get a lot of chicks to fuck you.
Well, it's not that he doesn't want them; he doesn't care about it.
That's weird. That's crazy.
It's not like he didn't have, like, girls threw themselves
anytime
at him.
you don't want it, I feel there's an issue with your unit, with your machine.
No, not an issue from the girls that he had been with. Not an issue.
I feel you haven't had a really good HJ or BJ, because guys change their tune the moment they get a fucking. The moment their buddy buys them a hua and she's a pro,
the thing is,
the whole world changes right there.
When he lost his virginity, I was there the next...
Who's his buddies?
Other computer nerds.
Where's his buddies? to hook him up. Like,
it's
holy
Christ. It's not that they've been trying to. Like, it's the rest of them they're all like, let's get him laid, blah, blah, blah. And the day he lost his virginity, I remember...
See, that's another world I don't understand.
I remember being there at the coffee shop, because we all hung out at this certain coffee shop, and it was a clique of all of our friends. Like, I worked across the street from them, and I became privy to the conversation. I was one of those girls that the guys don't mind hanging out with. Not like I'm one of the guys, but I'm a girl that, like, his name was Jimmy. Had no problems going, yeah, I lost my virginity last night. I go, dude, was it awesome? He goes,
Well,
but
losing your virginity usually sucks, man.
Then I asked him how many times
it's sex session number 15.
He said it happened 6 times.
In one day?
That night.
Oh, that's too much. You gotta get some sleep.
He was pent up. But...
You gotta get some sleep.
He's like, yeah, it was good.
Huh.
And that was it. And then I'm like... And he goes... But this is what I've been working on. And he was working on a whole new coding program for something for the iPhone before the iPhone ever came out. And he's like, this is going to change society.
Yeah, it's going to it's going to kill all of us. We're all going to turn into robots.
He was just more excited about that.
Way to go.
Like,
see what happens when you don't care about sex? You start making people into robots. That's what happens.
Listen.
Hey, good job, Jimmy.
Yeah, well,
it's iRobot. We're all going to die now. Thanks a lot.
It wasn't iPhone, it was Android, but you use it every
Of course it's Android.
But you use it every day. He was more excited about that.
I'd rather not. I want all this shit to go away.
He was 50 years old. He was more excited about that than losing his virginity.
That's a problem.
Well, he ended up married. They got married, and he moved back to, instead of her, because she was...
I gotta meet this character.
You? Actually... I could introduce you guys.
I gotta meet this individual. I need to have him on the cast.
You would understand. After you meet him, you go... I get it.
I don't get not liking BJs. I don't get that at all.
No, he liked them. It's just not something that...
No, it's life.
I asked him,
it's life.
How well did you guys do oral? And he goes, yeah. I'm like, did she, the cute costumes or anything? He goes, yeah.
There's nothing better than BJ's. Nothing.
Like, she dressed up for him, and he had no problem performing. It's just that it wasn't important to him.
Performing. I hate how we like, men having sex is called performing. Because we have to try to perform.
You know what? Women having sex is performing, because most of the time girls fake
you're acting. Because most of the time you're acting.
Most of the time girls
you're all acting.
Fake it, exactly.
And we don't care, by the way. Guys don't give a shit that you're acting. We don't care.
But
unless you're my girlfriend, then I guess I'm like, look, you know.
Baby, I don't have that much time to fucking act for you.
You don't have much time because I'm done in 2 minutes?
After all these years, when I want to get off, I want to get off. And
let's get off. Let's get off.
All right, bye, guys.
It's like Animaniacs. Remember that episode of Animaniacs where he goes, he's in court, and he goes, what do you do for a living? He goes, I'm a pianist. And they go, good night, folks. Sounds like penis, I'll never forget that episode. It's such a great episode. That's so, because it went to the camera. Good night, folks. That was so funny. What are we at? What are we at this cast? Woo! We had 28 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's do another 1.5 minute of cast, and then we're done.
I like that you make it even 30.
Yeah, making it even 30, man.
Well,
you know what I mean.
I got nothing else to say besides.
Oh, I got plenty to say. I'll keep rolling.
All right, let's do it.
Because I always got questions about dudes that don't like BJs.
If that's I could talk like it. He said, "Yeah, that's great."
That's crazy.
But that's literally, that's great. That's good.
But it's true.
But everything for him, like, even if we would take him to restaurants with, like, they were like top Michelin star restaurants. All of us are like, "Oh my god, this is so good." And he goes, "It's good."
All right, so he's not happy about anything. He's a bummer.
No, he's never a bummer. In fact, he was
a bummer at comedy clubs?
He was the most honest person to have in the room.
Oh,
that was the best part.
Right.
Because he had
had
no button to turn off. So if somebody had an issue at dinner, like, he goes, "You're an angry person, aren't you?"
Yo, he's very autistic.
Just call people out.
I think
or he'd be like, he would ask girls, he'd be like, Do you have dad issues?
Oh, boy.
It was great.
Oh, boy.
It was great.
Again,
it was
not
great.
One of the guys.
No, it was great. Jimmy was the room killer, man. Because all of us are sitting here, and he's the unsuspecting fucking, like, killer with the unsuspecting target. And we go, can she handle him? Nobody can handle the Jimmy.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was
Maybe I'm half
great.
autistic. Maybe that's why I always gotta say some shit to make people feel uncomfortable.
Like, well, he didn't do it on purpose to make people feel uncomfortable. It's just that he would read the room and then just say it. Everybody else would be uncomfortable. You go, wow, it feels cold in here. He would just say shit.
And then everybody turns, it gets quiet, and goes,
nope, I feel.
Okay. You know, like there's
I'd be sitting there clapping in the corner. Good job, Jimmy.
You know, there's
Good
always
job.
the person. Like, it's funny how, like, autistic, you get a pass for being
I don't know if he was autistic
awkward, but
or
when someone's not autistic, you're like, ugh.
He was never diagnosed, but, you know, I've worked with plenty of kids. Like, he was either autistic or it might have been more Asperger's.
Let me ask you something. I'm going to change,
Okay.
stick to the same subject. I want to change the subject up. But have you ever been in, like, a group and you feel like you need to chime in and you say something stupid?
Yeah.
Plenty
of times.
And then you're just like, what? Why did I just say that? What the fuck?
Yep.
And then everyone's just kind of like, what? Wait, what?
Yep. Plenty of times.
Yeah,
I'm always that one person. That's why I loved having Jimmy along, because Jimmy would say it before I did.
I'd
sit there in the corner clapping.
I've just recently figured out that I don't need to chime in. You know what I mean?
Just recently figured you don't need to chime in?
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to say anything.
Yeah, I've just figured it out. Like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just here.
I don't need to bring this to attention.
Yeah, because I always feel like it. Like, if I'm in a circle, I would need to chime in with my hot take.
And then everybody goes, nobody asked you.
Well, it's almost like, it's always like when you're in a different group, like you live your whole life in a group where you can speak freely and bust balls or whatever.
And that's you and your friends.
That's me and my friends. And then I'm in another group where there's no free talking at all, right?
Yeah.
And then you're just like, oh, hell yeah, that bitch is smoking, right? Or something. And everyone's like, what? Like, and I'm just like, oh, no, we don't feel that way? All right.
Like, all right.
You guys don't like pussy around here? All right, very good.
There you go. Oh, they're not that comfortable with it.
Or it's just whatever, you know. Like you feel like, ooh, this isn't the group for me. I've just now figured out that I'll just stand here. I'm good. I don't have to chime in.
I have to fucking bite my tongue so much. So much.
Yeah.
Don't look at my face because it's bleeding right now.
It's bleeding?
Yeah, I just scratched something
You're
off my
picking
face.
pimples while we're on the cast?
No, I'm not even picking pimples. I just scratched something on my face. All of a sudden, it's bleeding. Anyways, yeah. See, I shouldn't have said that.
You're blasting blackheads while we're on the cast?
I wish. Oh, that feels so good. But anyways, like, I have been that person who bites my tongue all the time. Mm-hmm. There's shit that I just me going in my head, well, honestly, if you took better care of yourself, then things wouldn't be that bad for you.
What if we just...
And it is always...
It'd be fun to make it
a... If you took better care of yourself,
that'd be a
shit
great...
wouldn't suck that much.
Hey, that would be a great, like, you know that show Impractical Jokers or something? Be a great skit to go, you have to say exactly what's on your mind. Like, you have to go talk to these people, right? And you have to say exactly what's on your mind. And he's just like, hey, your hat is stupid. Or just whatever, right? Like, you have to...
I would have so much bad shit come out my mouth.
I think we all would, right?
We've already had this talk.
I know.
The shit that goes on in my head on a 24-hour basis, I have to hide most of the things
I wish...
I think.
There's no way to prove it, but if only, like, we could place a bet, you know, like, kind of like the Seinfeld fucking masturbation bet where we go...
Mole on your ass, mole, no short shorts, no shorts,
shorts. Like in
Like
Austin Powers where he's like, moly.
Yeah, moly.
But, yeah.
With Fred Savage.
Yeah. All right, let's get out of here. We're
All right,
past
bye, guys.
30 on this cast. Cheers.